walked out of my house yesterday. I was going down the ramp and I spied something. I thought it might just be a leaf, but then I looked closer and right there, I thought, is that a little melon? So I ran down there and looked real quick. And it was. I didn't even realize I had one that would be anywhere near this size, but there it is. These golden Jenny melons have this little kind of a marking on the bottom. And so it's coming along good, I think. And now I'm even noticing that I have more little melons coming up there. And I'll probably have more. I really got busy with Mother's Day. Yeah, I'm seeing another one over here now. I really got busy with Mother's Day and kind of lost track of some things going on in my garden. But I have all these golden Jenny melons right here. They've trailed. They've come all the way down here. That's where that melon is growing right now. And I even have another vine of them right here. Not seeing much action on that vine. That's the smallest vine though, but you never can tell. I'm looking forward to harvesting these melons. I hope a bunch of them come on these vines. And let me show you a little bit what I know about them. They're not going to be a big melon, but they're supposed to be pretty delicious, I think. I got my seeds for these melons from Baker Creek. They don't put off but about little 2-pound fruits, but they put off a lot of them. And the vines are kind of short, so you can grow these in smaller areas or on little patios. You don't have to have all the spacing like you do for watermelons. I'm already hot and heavy harvesting green beans. These are the speedy green beans that I have in my sugar kettle. And I'm just noticing this morning that I think some of them are ready. I think I'm gonna get in here in a little bit and pick through these and see if there's, enough that I can go ahead and start getting out of there. I see a lot of little ones too, so I'll have a lot coming in the next few days. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick through these. I'm already harvesting my Aunt Mary's meat, my Sis Italian black swamp. I'm harvesting my pink half runners. And let me see what else. Oh, I'm also harvesting my blue lakes and my ideal market beans. So it's green bean time for me. My strike bush beans that are over here in my corn patch are just full of blooms and they're setting pods. I planted these a little bit later than some of those other beans, so that's okay though, because that'll give me like another wave. When they all hit at once, it's a little tough to keep up with them. But when they hit in waves like this, it's a little bit easier. You can see right there that they're starting to set their little pods. Got little beans everywhere. So I'll be picking these striped bush beans over the next couple of weeks. I want you to look at my blue jade corn coming up. The blue jade corn puts off little petite ears. You can harvest them when they're still kind of white with just a tinge of blue, or let them go to this beautiful color. You can see the little green coming up all along that row. That looks like maybe a mist spot there, but it's not. I actually have little bitty corn that's just coming up today in that. Some of it has come up over the last few days. But look at there. I think I just about had 100% germination off of those seeds. It's fantastic. And I just want to see what this corn is like. It's supposed to get 3 foot tall, have 3 to 6 small ears per stalk. So we shall see. I was driving up my driveway yesterday and I saw all these little things coming up here in my walking onion bed. And I was like, what is that? What is that coming up in my walking onion bed? And I completely forgot that I had walked out here the other day and on the perimeter of the onions, because the onions aren't that big right now and they're gonna take a season or so to really start walking and doing anything. So in the meantime, I had planted some winter squash here called Sunshine. And they're all coming up. I planted 6 and all 6 are coming up. Here's a little bit about the Sunshine winter squash. Though they're only 3 to 4 pounds, which is kind of small for a winter squash, They are very sweet and good, and you can eat them right when you harvest them. A lot of winter squash taste better after they're put up a few months, but these you can eat right after you harvest them. And this sunshine is a hybrid. Listen to those crows. I think that's crows. Let me get out my Merlin bird app and see what it is. Boy, was I wrong. That was the blue jay and a northern cardinal having a little territorial dispute in my backyard, I guess. Also, my Iroquois musk melons are all of a sudden spreading out everywhere here on the little wall beside my house where I have all my cherry tomatoes. And I looked off the ramp yesterday, and sure enough, I spied my first muskmelon. The Iroquois melons get 5 to 7 pounds, and they say they're 85 days, but I can tell you these came very, very early for me last year and did very well. I think there's some more little smaller ones on here, but this is the first one of any size. And that's fantastic because my husband eats these every day. He eats cantaloupes and muskmelons every day for breakfast. And it gets expensive to buy these year round. So however many we can harvest and eat off of during this spring and summer would be wonderful. These vines are just going everywhere. They're going all up in my tomatoes. I've kind of been pulling them out, but they're wanting to go along that wall. So I'm so happy, and they're doing good. They're looking happy. They're looking healthy, and I know this humidity and this heat is making them grow like they're growing now. I can't help but show you all the little red tomatoes that are starting to come on here. I took a handful yesterday and took them in my house and just popped them like candy. They're fantastic. These are the Mexico midgets. I highly suggest you get some seeds and grow these. They're delicious. Whoop, here's some more coming over here. They're delicious, prolific, and just downright easy to grow. And the moment I've been waiting for, my 4-hook gems have finally started setting fruit. The 4-hook gem is a delicious dessert melon. Burpee dropped it from their catalog in 1983, and the seeds are hard to find, but you can get them from the Seed Savers Exchange. And I'm hoping that these things can grow to fruition because I really, really want to not only eat some and try some, but I want to save seeds. 2022 was the year I grew them great, but they all got taken from me by the deer. I'm hoping 2023 will be the year that I get to enjoy them. My Kebarica beans that are growing along my flower bed here in front of the house are setting tons of pods. They're doing so good, but I'm just letting them go to the dry stage. I'm not harvesting anything as a snap. I'm gonna let them go to the dry stage and save them as dry beans. This year, I'm gonna eat some. I didn't eat any of my others, I just saved them for seed. But this year I wanna eat some, and then I'm going to save a few for seed, so I'll have some for later. They're doing wonderful. Here's a little bit about the Kebarica beans. The Kebarica beans are a 75-day bean from Kenya. You can harvest them as a snap, but they're so beautiful that most people wait and let them go as a dry bean. Well, y'all, I've got a chair waiting for me in my little corn patch. I've got some few weeds coming up around my striped bush beans and around some of the corn, not much. I'm just going to try to go through this morning and do what weeding I can. I'm going to put a little fertilizer against that corn. It's supposed to rain today. I'm going to hill it up. And then that's that. I'm going to kind of lay this front part by for now. I may have to do a little bit more fertilizing to the back. But that's a day in the life of a gardener. This is Lainey from Hilltop Home Place. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the week and a fantastic weekend. I'll get back with you soon. Bye-bye.